Hello everybody, welcome to this very special live stream over with Secret Mode on Twitch, live right now on Twitch and YouTube. We are showing off an extremely special game and a special moment because we are doing our first Road to Glory live stream for Nutmeg, which is launching tomorrow, our first launch in Secret Mode of 2026. And it's an extra special one. And as you can probably see, I'm not joined at the moment by Liam, who will be with me in a second. I'm joined by someone extra special. Can you introduce yourself, James? What it's all about with you and Nutmeg.
Yeah, my name is James Shall. I'm the Chief Publishing Officer here at Secret Mode. But more importantly than that, I came up with this wacky idea for a nostalgic football management game. Here we go.
Yes, so before we get into the gameplay and showing off the game ahead of launch tomorrow, we wanted to have a quick chat with you just about the inspiration for Nutmeg, where it's all come from and how it's kind of came to be. So take me back to the very start. Where did this come from?
Roll back. You know, as you can see, I'm a veteran of this business, and I used to play, and still do, play a lot of football management games, one of which was called Tracksuit Manager, which was an amazing kind of timestamp on the 1980s, specifically around 86 and 88, and I used to love that as an experience. During COVID, I live streamed it with one of my pals, and just that excitement of the nostalgia and the kind of what it brought back was joyous. I then watched Black Mirror episode called San Junipero, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And the world that was created within that of the 80s was this not quite realistic, but very much an honour of the 80s, like the best of 80s hits. And I kind of had this idea mulling over of how do we merge the two together and allow people to go back to both the 80s and 90s and it not to be an accurate representation, right? Because making football management simulations is very hard.
Yeah.
How do we make a football management game, right? With game being the really important thing. So we came up with a concept and threw it over to the wonderful people at Sumo Academy. And they came back with this mind-blowing melding of different genres, of which bringing the card battler run-based with football management just felt wonderful. And we spent an amazing couple of years building the game, really excited for people to play it, and seeing this smattering now of people's sentiment when they get hold of the game is kind of like, this is exactly scratching the itch that we wanted to reach, which is a nostalgic vision of fun that I want people to go into the game, find Easter eggs, look at little things and go, what does that mean? And it's not an accurate representation, right? Say that right now. It's not supposed to be. There will be players that you think, is that a real player? Where did that come from? But all of this stuff is built with a massive amount of love for football and the period between the 80s and 90s.
There's a lot of source material, I feel like, that's in the game. Like just like, if you're a football fan, if you're of the kind of vintage of 80s, 90s, and even a little bit after that, and you kind of play through the game and you'll be like, oh, I get that. I see that. I see where that's come from. Even right behind us right now is like your version of like a advertising board, like a post-match press conference with a load of like fictional sponsors.
And
all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of some of the joys of the game, the research was pouring back into things. They were called Rothmans, right?
Yeah.
Didn't know Rothmans were cigarettes and tobacco back then. Rothmans were football annuals. And I've got tons of them, which I picked up from a library when I was about 16 for 50p or whatever. But pouring back through these books, reading about things that kind of happened. My own football club, Oxford United, particularly successful in the mid-80s, they had a moment during that of which a Russian player, Soviet player of the time called Vasily Rats was about to sign, and that kind of blew my mind that you had someone who was on the world stage. Could they have signed for Oxford, and what would have that done for the history of the team? So these what if moments are again really deep into Nutmeg. Having a moment where you see a player that you've kind of maybe seen as a manager or a pundit, or you've heard of them, and then you're able to sign them and bring them to your own club. It just brings this kind of lovely kind of moment around. I've become really weirdly kind of associated with Carlisle United as one of my runs. As you play the game, you unlock more football teams. You gain kit, which is kind of the currency, and then you can unlock new cards, and I've got Carlisle and Dennis Burkamp plays for them, and Terry Butcher and Mickey Adams, and it's all kind of insane. But you know, that's exactly the DNA which we wanted to kind of bring out, is folks getting connected with football players and football teams. One of the big kind of respect things we wanted to do to players of the era is talk about kind of those players were never there to enjoy the big rewards of kind of some of the later big money eras, and how do we kind of bring up that nostalgia and talk about them with a lot of love and affection. And that's why we've partnered up with two charities, Joe Beecham Foundation and Daley Atkinson Trust, to enable us to kind of give back to those charities and also give that respect to the kind of veteran players. You know, those two sadly are no longer with us, but we wanted to bring out the joy of what they brought to fans, you know, as opposed to the kind of sadness about us leaving us. Let's celebrate the 80s and 90s, and I really look forward to players talking about their stories. Who have they become particularly associated with and fallen in love with as a footballer that maybe they never really thought of before? You know, go sign Peter Beardsley for Brentford or something else, or maybe Maradona for Plymouth.
That's the goal. Yeah, so that's, you know, we're going to be streaming this game every week for the foreseeable, and we're going to be playing a save, and that is the goal. We're going to be creating a story where we're going to become very emotionally connected to these teams and players that we've never been emotionally connected to before.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. So final thing before we get into it, we're going to have a first ever look at the official launch trailer for Nutmeg, and then we're going to get into the action. But before that, you know, we announced this game last summer. We've gone all the way through now into launch, which is 1 day away. That process for you of, like, you know, because we've been working with like our community to get feedback, working with the development team to make improvements and changes, and now we're finally at that point where all of that comes to fruition. Now you see it, like you said, we're already seeing the first kind of reaction and like reviews and sentiment and things like that. How exciting must that be right now to know that it's right here now?
It's amazingly exciting, because this hasn't been like a dictatorial journey. It's been one of collaboration that the community, our community team, our QA testers, the developers, everybody's kind of chimed in and chipped in with ideas, and this melding of this game into something so delightful. We can't wait for people to play it and discover. And it's going to take you thousands of hours, I'll say that now, to discover all the little nuances in there and hidden little Easter eggs and nods to the era. But I look forward to hearing everybody's feelings.
Fantastic. Oh, and speaking of feelings towards it, we've got already people in the chat, what's his face, always saying, not just a nostalgia, you found a cool niche and filled a gap for football fans and card game fans. It's great. Like, that is...
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's part of that model.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you so much, James. We can't wait to get stuck in. We're going to start our road to glory of our own right now, and we're ahead of launch tomorrow. Yep, so thanks so much for your time, James. And now, before we really get stuck into it, we're going to show you a very first look at the official launch trailer for Nutmeg, which launches tomorrow on Steam. Check it out right now.
Hello, football fans. Jim Rosenthal here, bringing you to the world of Nutmeg. Nutmeg puts you in the tracksuit of the gaffer.
The crowd is buzzing. The anticipation is palpable.
Playing cards that influence the game. Make all the key decisions on and off the pitch. Handle the training plan. Sign and sell real players. The power's in your hands.
He's good, but is he good enough? What a goal!
Create your own road to glory in Nutmeg.
Hello, everyone.
Hello,
I'm here.
It's Leo.
I'm here. How are you all doing today in chat on this very, very special day?
Yes.
Thank you so much to James to come on. That was brilliant, and I hope you enjoyed a little bit insight on how Nutmeg came to be and the vision from the people that you may not actually normally hear from.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. So you were saying about hopping straight into the game. I think we have to do it, don't we? So let's get straight into the game. No more dilly-dallying.
Yes.
Let's start our save.
Let's start our save. There's a lot of big decisions to make here very
early on.
But this is Nutmeg. There might be folks who are tuning in for the very first time who have never seen this game before, just finding out what it's all about. So this is Nutmeg. It's a nostalgic love letter to football in the 1980s and 1990s. It's a football management game with a big old twist. So the big twist is basically there is a heavy not heavy, there is a significant card playing and deck building element to the game. So alongside your standard and really well kind of refined football management features, so taking over a squad, managing, hiring and firing, selling, scouting, all that kind of stuff, and a load of things for club management behind the scenes, on a match day, a big element of things is deploying powerful cards to turn matches in your advantage. So throughout your season, throughout a week of training, you will gather up cards. The better you train, the more powerful your staff and other elements are, the better your cards. And then you can deploy those cards on a match day to help kind of swing a game in your favor. If you're wondering how that all plays out, you're about to find out.
Yeah, definitely.
So, right, let's get into it.
All right, so we've got our first decision to make straight away. We need to pick our team.
Oh, so this is huge. So yes.
We have Halifax, Hereford, Tranmere, or York.
Right, okay, so as you can see, the other ones have like 50 kit, 20 kit.
Yeah.
So
we could, technically as well, this is a late addition, which I found out very, very recently, is that we've actually got given some kit off the bat.
Yes.
So this
if we wanted Scunthorpe, Bournemouth, Stockport, Torquay, we could, if we could, or we could save that kit and maybe save it for another club. Okay, so so this is huge because the road to glory for Nutmeg, we're going to be playing each week for the foreseeable, and we're going to be playing the same save. We are going from start to finish, trying to get up to the top flight and win it all at the very top of, because you begin the game in the 4th division of English football, and we need to get up to the 1st division and win the lot. But where do we start?
I don't know. So each team has their own different perks. So while we look into them, we actually have a question here from Raitstelin 0?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
We're going to go with that. What's your favourite Division 4 team out of these?
Out of these, so this is the thing. So I'm from Plymouth and Devon, so I have a bias towards like South Coast clubs. So Torquay being there is very attractive to me. But I was thinking,
if only Exeter was there.
No chance. Not interested. Not interested. But I've been to York recently and I loved it. When I play like sports management games and I pick teams, I tend to be like, oh, I went there recently and it was nice. Wouldn't it be fun to take over their team? So maybe we go down that route, but I don't know.
So my own little nostalgia here
Yeah.
is one of my first ever video games when I was really, really getting into video games was like FIFA 09. That type of era. And I would do a lot of like club careers and stuff. And one team that I took forward, granted, slightly different name, was Burslem Vale.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So I have a little bit of an affinity to them.
Yeah. So maybe we'll end up there at some point.
Maybe we'll end up there. But for now, let's have a look at some of these perks.
Oh, yes.
So if we go with Halifax, we can get 80 grand each season. That's quite a lot.
Okay.
And we can make some of these cards. So these, we'll go more into it a little bit later on, but we can make different cards by merging cards together.
Yeah.
But you have to unlock different recipes throughout your career. So just playing as Halifax, we already have these 3 unlocked. So these are more control based.
Mind games, Maestro, touch and go. Right. Okay.
Whereas if we go with Hereford, we get 2 skills training slots already.
Cool.
So we don't even have to worry about hiring staff, which, as we found out from the demo, someone doesn't like doing.
Yeah, my bad.
And these ones are more defensive cards here. So we've got Ball Reader, Iron Curtain, and again, Mind Games. I feel like we're going to see a lot of Mind Games in Division 4.
Yeah. Okay.
Tranmere will get some additional merch sales, even on away weeks.
Okay.
Which I feel like is a bit of a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
And these ones seem to be more control based, but also a nice goalkeeping one.
Class act.
30% to goalkeeping, and you draw a card. That's quite nice. I really like the crown. That's really cool.
It's a cool card.
That's a really, really cool card.
What about York?
And then York, defenders get more relevant team training.
Okay.
And we get more, again, control-based cards. And led from behind.
Yeah.
20% to a save. Gain momentum if successful. So
I've
you
used that one
gain that
recently.
card back, I believe.
Yeah.
If
Absolutely.
it works.
Plus, touching Maestro was in the other one as well. We're taking a long time over this, but I feel like it's important because this is going to be, for the least, for the beginning of things. So, and another thing to mention, as you progress through the game in Nutmeg, you will have the opportunity, as you can see through unlocking teams through that kit, the currency in the game. You can move to other teams if you wish. You don't have to, but you can if you wish. But for now, this is our team. So, who have you got a preference? As this is a tough decision.
It's really, really tough. I mean, I like the fact that you get a nice bit of windfall here from playing as Halifax.
Yeah.
but also I really like this card. I'm not gonna lie, this lead from behind
Let's
card.
do it.
Yeah,
We're going to be manager of York. Yeah.
We're going York,
It's
everyone.
a beautiful place, York, and it deserves a successful football team, and that's what we're going to bring.
Yep.
Right, York.
So, there are actually 2 modes to play in Nutmeg. You have the broadcast mode, which is the mode we'll be playing.
Yeah.
Which is where you play a season in around about 90 minutes. You will play one of our card-based match engine games every month, plus any friendlies. And then everything else will be delegated based on your tactical decisions. Whereas you can also play as in hardcore mode, which is where you can choose to play any of the games as a card. As much as I would love to play that, I am really distracted. Thank you so much for that. That really threw me. So
Good old channel points redeeming.
As much as I would love to play every game, I think that would take way too much time. So let's go broadcast mode. You would go Tramir, hits face. Yeah, the Route 1 type card is quite nice.
I can imagine in Division 4 back in these days, being able to go Route 1 would be a big advantage. So maybe we're going to regret this going forward, but let's see if we can turn York into a winner.
Right. And we have a challenge from the board,
Yeah.
which is to finish in the top 12 places.
Got it.
And our 100% target, otherwise we will probably get fired,
Yeah.
is just don't get relegated.
Don't get relegated. But we get a bonus if we finish in the top 12. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Here we
go.
The road to glory begins.
the road to glory begins. So we've actually got petty, and this is actually because I've been playing on a little bit of a different save as well. So we actually get a little bit of a cheat here. So we'll be able to actually play extra grudge matches throughout our season, which is really nice. So these perks will stay with your save or your career, regardless of any saves. So
Okay.
that's really cool.
That's cool.
That's our roguelike element.
Yeah.
And yeah, we have the desk here. So we're not going to go over this too in detail. We want people to figure out everything yourself. There is a lot to do here, but we'll just give you a quick overview of everything.
Yeah.
So let's start right in the middle here with our cork board. This is where we get a lot of our information about what we are, or the matches we're about to play. So we have our starting 11 over here. We have our finances over here. We have our schedule, which is pretty important. So you can see we've got a friendly against Barnet at home to start off the season. And our first game of the season in the actual league is at home to Aldershot, then to Wigan, then we're traveling to Torquay.
Cool.
So we're going nicely down south,
Yeah.
and then we're finishing the month with a home game at Southend. So it's a really home-focused month.
Good.
Which is pretty cool.
Try and build some momentum with some big home games.
We have
I
our
like it.
challenge over here just to keep us reminded. Later on, we'll get some to-dos.
Yes.
Which will be very important. And then we have our league table over here that has a beautiful animation.
Yeah, and
later
the SFX around it are beautiful. So that's the league ladder on the right hand side. So fun little tidbit. When I first got introduced to this game, like 99% of the references as a football fan, like I was like, oh yeah, I get that, that's funny. And then they were talking about a league ladder, and I was like, I don't know what that is, I've never heard of it before. And people were telling me, oh, it's this thing that people used to have that you could move the teams in the league tables depending on what happened in real life games. I was like, sure, okay. And then this week, somebody from our team brought in their league ladder from I think like the late 70s or the early 80s.
Wow.
And I was like, it exists, it's real. Like these things were a big thing. And I was like, oh wow, this is awesome. So yeah, so that's like another reference to like the real kind of culture and feel of what it was like to be a football fan back then. So it's really cool. So yeah, it's like every season, isn't it? That you see all the different teams.
Oh yeah. So we'll see that in a few episodes.
We probably
time.
will. Yeah.
But yeah, we'll have all of the league ladders from all 4 divisions, and you'll see all the teams going up and down.
Okay.
And then who's getting promoted, who's getting relegated. It looks amazing.
Cool.
And then the final thing here is if you click on this button, you'll get your stadium developments.
Yes.
Now we are not going to get into this episode, but this is going to be a very key part of our infrastructure. We all know that building a football club starts with the infrastructure, ends with the infrastructure. How many times can we say the word infrastructure in one sentence? So yeah, and you can actually see the league table there. This will move later on.
Cool.
It'll look amazing.
Yep.
So that's our court board.
Yeah.
The second most important thing is obviously a tally tags. It's not.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. It's the sticker book.
Yeah.
So we can see that we are York. We're in position 17, Division 4. Our stadium level is level 1, capacity of 10,000.
Yeah.
got our fan base, got our coffers, we can see our strengths and weaknesses, and also our stakeholder sentiments. So it's the board, the fans, the teams, and sponsors. These are going to be very, very important going through the game, that we balance them correctly.
Okay.
I might need your help on that.
We'll see.
I kind of annoy the fans a lot.
Oh, I see.
So I might need your help on that.
Okay. I might have to be the cool head that doesn't say the wrong things to the fans or something like that. Right, okay. We'll see about that.
And we can hire some coaches,
Yes.
some support staff, so it's just scouts.
Oh, yeah, cool, yeah.
Also offer staff, so accountants, recruiters, etc., etc. Boo! What are you doing at?
It's the fans. It's the fans that don't like you. So, Tate, so stay on our side. We're all.
You know what? I was going to do this a little bit later.
no.
But actually, I think this is a great time. Right? Let's get the fans on our side, right? We mentioned in our promotion of this stream that we have one extra thing. We said about the special guest, James. But we have one extra thing, and that's a giveaway.
Yes.
So,
a giveaway.
We are giving away one code for Nutmeg. You will get it tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. sharp. Probably not. Probably a few minutes afterwards. Please don't hold me to that. And you'll get it completely free. And all we want to know in chat, this is both for YouTube and for Twitch, what is your favourite football cliche?
Yes, football is full of cliches. It's full of weird sayings that you'll never hear anywhere else. I was thinking of one yesterday where I was listening to a podcast. Someone used the phrase "rasping drive" for like a long shot. I was like, you would never hear that anywhere else.
No.
So like, it's just it's those cliches and terms you hear used all the time in football and commentary and stuff like that. You know, game of two halves and all that kind of stuff. We've already had a couple in the chat, so we're keeping an eye on it. But yeah,
we love you, Nutmeg. We do.
Yeah, we've got to get some chance going. I like it.
Got some chance. Nice.
But so at the end of the stream, we'll pick out a football cliche that someone's put in the chat that we think was the one that made us laugh the most, and they will get a code for Nutmeg on Steam to play tomorrow on launch.
Yep, exactly. So can the fans please like me? Please, I beg of you.
We're giving away free stuff.
We're giving away free stuff. With that distraction out of the way,
let's go.
Let's keep going. So we have our team here, so we can see all of our team, not just our starting 11. We'll also be able to sell some players from here. We can look at their traits, see what they're good at, skills-wise. Lots of different things we can do here. We might be able to see if some players are a little bit upset. Hopefully not. But
so it's early days. We're a 4th division team. It's the start of the season. So the rating in like the shield on the right hand side of every card is like their overall player rating, which goes up to 100, I believe.
Yep.
So as you can see, not the greatest of teams, but that's what happens when you're starting out as the gaffer in 1980. You've got to work your way up to the top. So it's going to be about either developing these players through training and improvements to make those numbers go up, or is it about transfers and recruitment and bringing in players to help bolster the team?
Yep.
So,
can you have upset players? Unfortunately, yes, you can.
Fortunately, yes, you can. But I see what you mean. It's a cool feature, but sometimes it's a battle you have to deal with. So yes.
Yeah. So you got to keep those players happy. And then we've actually got a transfer list. Speaking of players, we can buy new players. Probably annoys the existing players a little bit, but maybe we can buy some players.
Yeah.
So we'll do that probably in a future episode.
For sure.
These will refresh every single month, so if there's someone you don't think really fits, but you know you need to fill the position, just keep an eye on your transfer book. And then also scouts, which again we will go into next time. Yeah,
there are other ways too to get players coming onto this list that you can kind of identify through a season, but as you can already see, we've got a budget on the left hand side of 50k. This is within budget, seemingly. You will have to negotiate and try and convince players to join, which isn't always as easy as it seems. So it's not just a case of hit button player joins. You've got to, be a bit careful with your negotiation, which will be interesting to do as the season goes on. But I already see some wheeling and dealing going on here later down the line. So cool, that's good. We've already got a nice little list to choose from in the future.
And then finally, we have our merch page, so we can see all the different types of merch. We can get some more information from Susan.
Susan.
We love Susan.
Yeah.
Shout out Susan.
Thanks, Susan.
Absolutely amazing. So we can get some team shirts, some scarves, some mugs and coasters, pennants, all of your classics. And then massive discounts on bulk buys because they want you to buy a load of stuff.
Yes.
And we want to sell a load of stuff. So, we'll go into that later.
Cool merch tip as you're moving to the next section, whatever you want to go to, with merch. When you make the decisions on what merch to get, the success of that merch can also depend on like when in the season you are, and it can be like seasonal and affected by wider factors. So let's say you want to get woolly hats and scarves, right? Is it a good idea to do that when you're like in the summer maybe not. But when you're getting like close to November and December, maybe you'll get a bit more of a reward for selling merchandise like that at that point. I love stuff like that. It's just like an extra little thought and detail that goes into this stuff. So awesome.
Yep, and you can see this is where we will buy merch.
Got it.
As well a little later on. So this is our good old DOS machine. With our floppy disks.
Yes.
And Windows was just what you have on a wall.
Yeah, yes. Yes. My word. This takes me right. I think when I was in like my very beginnings of school, we had a couple PCs like this. So.
Can I make you feel really old?
Yes, you can. You often do. So yeah.
I've never seen one of these.
Yeah, that's fair. This was right at the end. Like I came in at the very end of this. It's very understandable.
Windows XP was what I started on.
Malicious Cypher says we do love Susan, so we absolutely do.
We definitely do.
It's a big Susan fan club here. Susan, the goat of merch, says Life's Indie Corner. Completely agree. Annoyingly brilliant. I think that's a reference to the merch things and when you can sell stuff like that. So yeah. Cool.
So this will obviously update as we play, but we'll be able to see our gear receipts, how much we've made for merchandise and sponsorships, how much we've spent on player wages, all of that good stuff. And there's a nice little Easter egg there for people when you play. Just saying. So that's our DOS machine. We have our training board over here. So we can see we've got some coaching. These are our general team.
Kind of
I
area.
Forgot the word.
It's
the team things.
Yeah, it's a place you go and recruit.
Regimes. That's what I want.
And also the card playing element of the game. This is a massive part of it, right? So if you want cards that are going to be powerful and you want to regularly have a set of cards that can really make a difference during a match, you want to keep on top of your training, right? So yeah, we'll make sure on top of that as our road to glory goes on.
Yep. And when we hire a skills trainer, we'll be able to train individual players. This is why we should have gone for, I think it was Tranmere.
Right, because they'd have had them already.
So if you were playing Tranmere, I believe it was Tranmere.
Yeah.
Then you would have this already unlocked. For us, we have to buy some skills trainers. Only place I saw a screen like this is when Neo was chasing the white rabbit.
Yes, that's fair. Yeah, that takes me back. Yeah. Good stuff. That's our training.
So that's our training. And then, I think teletext is...
Very quick look, I think.
Very quick look. It's the nostalgia. We love it. UK unemployment is on the rise. I feel like that's also kind of happening now. We can see we've got some football highlights. We've got some film and TV.
Yeah.
And then also we can have a look at the table for every single division.
I love that.
So Division 3, Division 2, and Division 1. And Ipswich will be at the top.
Nice. Yeah.
100%. So yeah, I think that's all of the basics. There are some other nuances that we haven't discussed here. But I think...
Let's get into it.
Shall we get into it?
Let's get into our friendly and let's show how the match day experience kind of really
So
works.
this is our game plan board. We will see this quite a bit. That traffic cone my brother used. We love traffic cones on a night out.
Oh, yes. Been there. Yeah.
Been there, done that. Which are always great. No, you're not flooding the chat. We love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
We absolutely love it. There's no need to apologise. It's absolutely great.
Yeah.
So please keep sending those messages. We absolutely adore them.
Yeah.
This is our game plan board. We'll be seeing this quite a lot for our road to glory.
Yeah.
For both delegation and playing the games. So we won't go into the delegation at the moment because we're going to play, but just keep an eye on this. So let's play our friendly. We've got a nice card pack. So every time, so nice.
It just takes me back so much, that feeling of just like opening up your sticker pack and what you're going to get. I love it.
So good. So every single time you play a broadcasted match, this is both on broadcast mode and on hardcore mode, you will get a pack. This pack will be dictated by your training. We'll go more into that in the future episodes when we start optimizing our run. But you can see that at the moment we've got 4 cards, currently 2 butterflies, second wind and a nutmeg. You can have 10 cards in your hand, and because I can't count, I'm just going to use this very helpful thing of telling me
10.
We had 8, we now have 10. But you don't have to scrap these. You can actually merge these cards together to make more powerful variants. So for example, second wind, we can change that from full steam to Marathon Man plus 30, no risk at all. Trying to work out what he's eating, a Nutri-Grain bar?
No, what are you doing? That's a marathon bar. Oh no. So you know Snickers. They used to be called a marathon bar. That's a marathon bar. That's why it's called marathon. Oh, I can't wait for this entire stream series to be me just educating you on like 80s references. Oh, this is so good. So
That
good.
wasn't scripted, by the way.
Yeah, so that is a nod to how Snickers used to be called marathon bars. See, there's all kind. I love the card design in this game because you'll see so many examples of that. As I get that. Oh, that's a bit of a reference and a funny little joke. So
Chris gets it.
yeah. I'm just here to be the old person that just educates folks on how it used to be better back then. So yeah.
Question here from Lil Indie Corner.
Yeah.
Did you ever finish a stick work?
I got close, but never managed to fully finish one. I think it was like 3 seasons in a row. I used to have like the Panini sticker books, like early 2000s. I used to get the sticker packs. Me and my dad go and get them 35p a pack, and you'd get a sticker chewing gum with it as well, which was great. But I never got quite to the end of finishing them off. I even like traded cards with my friends in the playground, but never fully completed one. If I did, I bet I could sell it for a mint, but not quite. Not quite.
I try to think. Did I ever finish Match Attacks? That's my era of Match Attacks.
Yeah.
I mean, I did definitely collect it a lot. I also a little bit off football. Also collected a good old Pocket Monster series, and I did complete one of those sets, which was quite nice. Okay, so we have our pre-match screen here. So we've got both our squads either side. So we're on the left. Our opposition is on the right.
Yeah.
We can change our formation with the dial here. So if we don't want to go for a 4-4-2 or go for a 4-3-3 or a 5-3-2, we can do that. We can also choose how intense we want to play. So do we want to drop back, invite the pressure, have more defensive elements?
Yeah.
Do we want to push up, get more aggressive, get more offensive elements? This will change some of the cards that you'll get as well.
Sure.
And just dictate the flow of the game. We've got our squad down here and only one sub
Only
in
one
the 1980s. None of these 9 subs.
9 subs
on the bench.
Yeah. You could only have one sub.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I'm thinking we've got a 26. So like our midfield's a little bit ropey, right? We've got like a 23 and a 25 in forward and west, whereas we've got Eccles, our striker, who's 27. So maybe we switch like a 4-3-3 and get 3 strikers on. Just please the fan. You said you want to get the fans on side. What a better way to do that than attacking football? You know, get the strikers on the pitch and see what they can do.
Yep.
So,
and are we happy with Stevens being our bench player? We've only got one.
27 rated. I think so. You've got to pick one. It's a shame for the rest of the squad, but it is what it is. So yeah,
it is what it is.
I think we're good to go.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, and we can change the orders at any time during the game. So we're going to keep it a hold shape for now, but we might move it differently.
Cool.
Fans approve.
Fans approve.
There we go. Fans approve. Let's go.
That's all we need. That'll give me an extra game when we're losing game after game after game. When I get the dreaded vote of confidence. But yes.
So this is our match board. So we've got the scoreboard at the top. We've got our timer. The notepad over here will show a nice overview of where the ball is on the pitch.
Yeah.
As well as any events that have occurred. So yellow cards, red cards, goals, all that good stuff. We have our cards at the bottom here that we'll play during the match.
Yeah.
We can click over here for our subs. And obviously we have this nice, very impatient card here. Look at that shake. Look at that shake.
Yeah.
This is our
feel
event.
the passive aggression from here.
This is our event card. So we've kicked off, and as you can see, we've got the ball because we've got our us at the bottom.
Got it.
Every time an event card is played, there'll be 3 possible outcomes. Our favourite outcome will always be at the bottom. Their favourite outcome will always be at the top. Now, as you can see here, any of these, we keep possession. But obviously, Barnet, they probably want the ball a little bit more. So a sideline clash is a little bit more tentative for us. More chance of possession turning over. So that's why it's their preferred outcome, even though we've technically still got the ball at that time. So we can play any of these cards. I'll be honest, I don't think we need to for this. I think 62% chance for long ball, 19 of a midfield battle, it's fine. I think we progress onwards. We've got the long ball straight away, but now we actually have a little bit more of a choice here. So 52% for a target man, 24% for a forward clash, or 24% of a loose ball.
Okay.
We're in an attacking phase, which is indicated by the fire emblem here. Different colours will dictate what pattern of play
Yeah.
you're in. So whether you're in attack or a more midfield control base or defense like the blue over here, or green for goalie.
And the cards that are popping up in our hand, they're the orange ones because we can play those because we're in that attacking phase of play, so that it represents the right colour. The purple ones are popping up because they aren't connected to a phase of play. They're just like stamina cards you can use at any point.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay, cool. So I'm wary it's a friendly. So I don't want to lose. I don't want to waste a load of cards and stuff like that. But we also want to show how the game works and stuff like that. So I think maybe we just see how this phase of play goes. And let's see if we can how far we can get.
Okay, we've got our target man.
That's good.
48% for a flick on, 36 for a forward clash. Do we want to use anything?
It's all still in our favour. I think let's just see how this goes. See if we can get a shot.
It's a forward clash. 52% chance of a long shot.
Let's take it. No point wasting any. We're not wasting any cards.
Ooh,
oh my word!
Fouled.
Oh my word!
It's a direct free kick.
Right.
And we're pretty much on the edge of the box here.
Yeah. Opportunity potentially. So we're going to go from the free kick. Let's see if it plays. Right, here we go.
75 of a long shot.
Yeah.
I think
only 5% chance of a loose ball as well. I think.
Yeah.
Let's continue. Let's keep the cards in our hand.
Got the long shot. 26% chance of a goal.
Right. This is
decision.
Yeah. I think maybe let's play an attacking card potentially.
Do you want to play goal rush, which is our strongest card? Remember, it is a friendly.
Yeah.
Or do we just want to go for a cheeky little nutmeg?
I think nutmeg, keep the most powerful cards in our hands, and let's hope for the best here in this front. We're still trying things out. It's a friendly. We're still trying things out. So
fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
First phase of play. Will it be a goal? No. Nope.
We miss.
Is it a sign of things to come?
And good old what's his face there? Yeah. It's high. It's wide. It's not at all handsome.
That takes me back. For some reason, I used to play an old football game called Actua Soccer 2, which I think some people on our development team worked on. And I remember Barry Davies was the commentator, and I believe he said exactly those words. So that takes me back. It's an excellent football cliche. Excellent work.
So we've still got the ball. We're now in the 23rd minute.
Yeah.
And we've got a throw in. So forward has the ball here. 51% chance for a windbreak, 25 of a short pass, and 25 of a sideline clash. Sure. You'll also notice we got an extra card there. So at the start of every card run, if you haven't got 10 cards in your hand, you will get an extra card.
Yeah.
These can range from plus 10s to plus 30s. Obviously, plus 30s are a little bit rarer than plus 10s.
Sure.
We've got a nice middle down the road plus 20 on attack here.
Sure.
So we actually technically upgraded our card from a nutmeg to a tactical deck. But these cards won't stay with us at the end of the game. So really, you've got to use it or lose it, basically.
Use it or lose it.
So what do you want to do?
I think just keep going. I think you make the decisions for this. I'm gonna hang back. I don't want to get too involved. So let's see. So
we've got a short pass there, long ball. We're now in a more midfield control-y phase.
Got it.
So we could dictate tempo. We could precise pass. You know what? 60% basically. Yeah, let's go for one. We've got the long ball, nice.
Okay.
50% chance of a target man.
Yeah.
Oh, coin flip. It's difficult. It's difficult. I'm looking at this. I'm like, I kind of want to use it, but I'm also, if we go one further up towards a shot, maybe that's when we use it.
And also, we're not going to have that card. We're not going to keep that card at the end of the match. So you might, at some point, you might as well use it.
At some point, you might as well use it.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna go for the 50-50, the coin flip here. Got the target man. Nice. All right, flick on. So we're probably one more before a shot.
Yeah.
Forward clash. I mean, forward clash will still keep the ball, but it gets contested a bit.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I want to go for the flick on. Forward clash.
Still 50% chance of a long shot.
Still 50% chance of a long shot.
Okay, and you've got the purple cards to play if you want as well, potentially.
Second win takes up to 54% chance. It's not. I don't think it's worth it on a friendly. Right, we've got to get the minutes on the legs. There's my cliche.
Nice. Do you want to win a code?
We got tackled.
Right. Okay.
Unfortunate.
2 attacking phases didn't work out.
2 attacking phases.
Yeah.
We have them on the ropes though. So we're already building up again. We're going to go for another long ball. Going to hit it up to the big man. 46% chance of a target man.
We're all over them, to be fair.
We
just can't find that.
I think we just keep going. Loose ball. 56% chance of the second ball. We get the second ball. 46% chance of a long shot. You know what? I'm going to go for the tactical on that one.
Yeah.
56% chance of a long shot. Intercepted. No.
Oh, it could be half-time. It's
And that's
half-time.
half time.
So whilst we're having the half-time oranges, we're already at the hour mark, so we're going to get straight into it. It's all good. You continue to play. I'll let folks know if they're just joining that we're showing off Nutmeg, our game which is launching tomorrow on Steam. This is our retro football management simulator game with deck building elements, as you can see right here. We're checking it out and giving you a first look of what the game's all about ahead of launch tomorrow, which is super exciting. And what's also exciting is that we are giving away a code for the game that you can play from tomorrow on Steam on launch. All you have to do is in the chat. You have to, if it either on Twitch or on YouTube. Oh, how are we doing?
We're about to be on a one-on-one.
It could be a one-on-one. It's a
one-on-one.
Okay, I'm stopping chat. Here we go.
We're gonna go for it.
It's 90%
We're going
chance
for
of a
it.
goal. Yes! The first goal of the road to glory is in. It's Burn with the goal. Goal! Live CD Corner knows what it's all about. 61 minutes in, our first goal of the road to glory. Burn nets for us. Fantastic stuff. Yes, anyway, so if you like what you see, we're giving away a code for Nutmeg, which you can play from tomorrow. Just put your best footballing cliche in the chat, either on Twitch or on YouTube. We're tracking it, and we will choose a winner at the end of the stream, which will be in about half an hour's time. So, yeah, get stuck in. We are off and running. Get stuck in. Yeah, I didn't even mean that one. Right. One thing I was going to mention as well, as you can see, even with the opposition players, is their number, their rating, and their shield. It's going down because, they're getting tired, they might be getting a bit injured, so their performance drops. So, as you can see, what's wiggling at us in the top left corner is our sub. So maybe it's a good chance to bring on a sub. What do you think?
Yeah, I definitely think so. So Stevens is there and waiting. He's been warming up. We can see our midfield is a little bit tired. We could shift McDonald a little bit out, slightly out of position. You'll get a little bit of a less boost than if you had a right mid or a left mid.
Yeah.
Or we can just switch McDonald straight out. What do we think?
I think a straight swap.
Straight swap.
Your other option as well, which you don't have to, you can change formation on the fly as well, and you can change your orders, as you said. So that will change kind of the way that your team's deployed, and you could think, right, we're one up. Maybe we want to play a bit defensive and try and see out the win, or go super attacking and catch them on the counter.
You know what? I think let's drop back.
Okay.
Let's drop back.
Got it. So we're sticking 4-3-3, but we're going to go a little bit more defensive in our shape. And we did it! We saw it out.
We saw it out. There we go. The first game done.
We switched to a defensive setup, saw out the game for the rest. It was like job
Absolute
done.
part of the bus.
Absolutely part of the bus. Fantastic. It's a win in our first Road to Glory game. Job done. We're getting the fans on our side. We're getting momentum and positive spirits in the dressing room.
It's cool seeing the difference in quality of players between the demo and the early game. Yeah. So for anyone that isn't aware, the demo that has been live over on Steam actually had you taking control of Blackburn with a significant amount of money. So that was in the 90s as well. So you would get some brilliant legends there.
Yep.
Some of them in their prime, some of them just coming out into the scene as well. And yeah, the difference between Division 4 and that Division 2, Division 1, it is quite stark. And we will get there. We will get to the promised land of Division 1.
And it makes that development of players and signing big signings, like that joy of, like, oh yes, that huge player, you can feel the difference and see the difference. It's really cool. And it's not just a really fun thing that we've introduced through the development in the last few months. It's not just players from that English football pyramid of that era of the 80s and 90s. If you play enough and you get to the top teams and you check the transfer market, you might see the odd continental name or two appear that you may recognise from back in the day. You can make some fantasy signings that you never thought were possible at that time. So have a look out for those as a bit of a teaser.
Anyone that went to Plymouth, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. The real stars of the show. Okay, so we're about 45 minutes in. We're going to do a bit more gameplay, but maybe we take a little bit of a quick break here and before getting back into the action. And maybe, Liam, you can talk to us about this video that we're going to show, because this was fun. And
yeah,
this is
very fun.
Yeah, so tell us all about it.
So a couple of weeks ago, we had the absolute privilege to go just down the street from here on a ridiculously muddy pitch on a very windy day, but luckily no rain.
Yeah.
And not only meet the legend that is Jim Rosenal, legendary sports commentator from the 90s and 2000s, especially on ITV, but we actually managed to convince him to be on camera and show his commentary work and introduce you all to the world of Nutmeg.
Let's do it.
There's a chance here. What a goal!
Hello football fans, Jim Rosenthal here, bringing you live action as we introduce you to the world of Nutmeg. A football management game set in the 1980s and 90s, Nutmeg puts you in the tracksuit of the gaffer. Make all the key decisions on and off the pitch to achieve First Division glory. Match days in Nutmeg puts you on the touchline, tasked with playing powerful cards that influence the outcome of the game. Make the big tactical tweaks and time your moves to perfection to ensure your team takes the 3 points. Kickoff is just moments away, so over to you, Mr. Commentator.
Thanks, Jim. Fantastic to be here in this theatre of dreams. The sense of anticipation is absolutely palpable. No matter where you're watching from around the world, prepare to witness a feast for the eyes. A great showcase of the beautiful game. And we're underway. He's decided to go long. This looks like a tough contest in the air. It's a proper 50-50.
Looks like the manager's trying to have an impact.
He's got his head on it. He's towered up like a salmon. He's flying down the wing. The crowd is really acting like a 12th man here, urging their team up the pitch. A flurry of step-overs. He's trying to bamboozle the defender.
Another great tactical move.
I don't believe it. It's a ball through the legs. He takes a shot. Off the bar! On another day that goes in. And with that, it's half-time. Back to you, Jim.
Thank you, Jim. I have to say, it looks to me as though both teams could do with a bit more training and development. Fortunately, as the gaffer in Nutmeg, you'll also manage plenty of club decisions off the pitch. Sign and sell real players. Handle the training plan, sign off on stadium upgrades, and even choose what merch goes in the club shop. The power's in your hands.
Absolutely right, Jim. It looks like the teams are raring to go for the second half. And here comes the opposition on the attack. The defender's gone to ground. Will he get the ball?
I think he just might.
Ooh, that was pinpoint. A crunching tackle. An incredible ball, slicing through the defence. This could be it.
Tactical masterstroke from the gaffer.
He gets the shot away, and it's in. Oh my days, what a finish. Take a bow, my son.
Make your own choices and create your own road to glory as the boss in Nutmeg, launching on March 26.
It just goes to show, whichever team scores the most goals usually wins. What did you make of that, Jim?
Honestly, Jim, some of the best football I've seen in my entire career. Credit to the gaffer.
And there we go. That was an absolutely brilliant video to make. Shout out to Jim for his time and all the incredible actors that joined us on the day, as well as Double Jump, our filming and editing crew. They did an absolutely amazing job. And that was a really, really good day.
Not often you get to go and have a kickabout on a football pitch and it's for work. So that was great fun. So
And get ridiculously muddy.
Yeah, we did get muddy.
And if you check over on the Secret Mode TikTok, you will see some behind the scenes footage, including someone doing way too many barrel rolls.
Yeah, I needed to make sure the ref knew it was a foul. Okay,
He knew. He definitely knew.
It was a bad challenge. Right. Anyway, let's get back into it. So we've played our friendly.
Yep.
So now the season is about to begin.
Yep.
Our first season in our road to glory in Division 4, and our first home game is against Aldershot. But so we're going to go not do the broadcast, but we're going to be kind of playing through the rest of the month in this kind of game plan here. So we've got our options though in terms of formation and orders to try and influence the outcome. So let's see what options we've got here.
So same as in the broadcasted game, you'll be able to change your formation between 4-4-2, 4-3-3, and a 5-3-2.
Yeah.
You'll also be able to change your orders from holding shape, which is your more defensive, pushing up, your more offensive, and dropping back, which is your ultra defensive.
Yeah.
Each of these will change your possession. You've got team fitness, and then you can see your win, draw, and loss percentages. So pushing up, you're probably going to have more chance of a win, but also more chance of a loss and less chance of a draw. Your holding shape, very middle ground, and you're dropping back. You're probably less likely to lose, but you're also probably less likely to win. it's a home game. It's your first game of the season.
Yeah.
You got to go all out.
Just give it a go. You know, everybody. You know, it's hope season. You know, this is everybody's dreaming of glory at the start of the season. It's going to be tough because obviously we're starting at the very bottom of Division 4, so it's going to be some tough games. But let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can cause an upset against Aldershot. Oh wow!
7-goal thriller for the opening.
We were
game
3-0 up. We were 3-0 up.
We were 3-0 up.
Oh no! We were 3-0 up by half time.
Oh.
We pushed too far up. We should have parked the bus after half time.
That is unfortunate.
Good grief. 4-3.
4-3. And we're going to go for Wigan at home. Do we want to go for the same thing again? Do we want to play a little...
Surely we can't throw away a 3-goal lead twice in a row, right? It's over to you. Like, see what you think, but... I still have hope. Scoring lots of goals.
Oh no!
Don't tell me. Oh, good Lord, no. We've got no bottle in the second half. Right, what we need to do...
It's the exact same situation.
What we need to do is we need to be a bit more compact. We need to be a bit more... Right, so maybe the 4-3-3. Not sure. Yeah. I mean, 4-4-2 was all the rage back then, so maybe we go down that route.
Just hold shape. We're away.
Against the mighty Torquay, against the Gulls, I believe the nickname is. Right, okay. 4-4-2, hold shape. Yeah. How do we... Yes! Yes, we're off the mark. Come on. We were 1-0 down. It was the other way
Fans
around.
getting restless. It's only the third game of the season.
Hey, this is the nature of football. You've got to... It's what have you done for me lately? You know, you've got to be on it all the time. And it was the reverse situation. We went behind, but we held our composure. We turned it around, and a brace from Smith gets our first 3 points of the season. Come on!
Absolutely brilliant. 2.7% fan sentiment increase.
Good.
We like that.
Good.
7,000 attendance down in Torquay.
Yeah. It's quite a trip.
Quite a trip.
For the folks
from
in
York.
Yeah.
From York. That is
good.
Quite far.
I'd say that's a good 4 hours. So yeah, that's fair play to anybody making that trip down for York.
And Southend at home, we actually really don't have a good chance. Southend must have started the season pretty strong.
Bookies' favourites maybe for promotion. So how about either we've had a successful game, we stick to our guns, or do we think right we're playing against a really good side? Do we go more defensive and try and hold out for a draw maybe?
I hate doing it at home, but I feel like you have to.
Sure.
I feel like you have
maybe
to.
5 at the back.
So let's go 5 at the back. Let's drop back. So we've got basically a 0% chance of a win.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if we can upset the odds. But yes,
there we go.
1-0. So there we go.
There we go.
We went defensive. We parked the bus. We held our shape, and we have got 4 points to open the season. We settled things down after a tricky start. We're 4 games in. We got 4 points. A point a game. We probably should be doing better.
We won't get relegated on that form, but
shall we have a look at the table? See how we compare.
Yeah.
Right.
So firstly, we have our monthly update. Good news: no suspensions, no injuries.
Yeah. Okay,
we love that. Scouting, we have no scouts. We probably should fix that in the next episode. Yeah. And training, we have no players in training because we have no coaches. We also should probably fix that.
No wonder it's been a tricky start to the season. We're basically the only people in the staff rooms are basically us. Like,
also, can we get a coaster?
Yeah, come on.
Like we shouldn't be having coffee stains.
There's no need for that.
No need.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So we
To-dos.
have our to-dos. So every 3 months.
Yes.
Every 3 months. You will get a task of 3 to-dos. Doing these to-dos will get you an extra pack that you can open at any time. So you can choose when you want these extra cards to be played. And at the end of the 3rd set, you will actually have a chance at getting a perk. So you saw at the start of the stream we had Petty to give us our grudge matches. You'll be able to get other perks similar to Petty. That'll be able to increase things like your fan sentiment, your money, your extra players.
Okay.
It will boost chances of certain events, etc, etc. So you definitely want to be doing these to-dos. So our ones for these next 3 months is consult the board helpline, complete a forward negotiation, which I know but our fans also really wanted, and view our manager training on the television.
Understood. So a bit of admin for us to do. We can bring in a striker at some point. We've got 3 months to do it, but okay. Fair enough. I think those are all achievable.
Didn't realise that the transfer window was that long.
Don't do this. Don't do this. Maybe we should introduce a segment in our road score streams of back in the day, and I could
Back in my day.
Back in my day. ... And I can explain for folks who didn't know that transfer windows didn't really exist that much back at this point in 1980. There weren't the big summer windows in January. You could not completely, but you could almost sign players whenever you wanted. So yeah, that's all good stuff. And it feels like at this level as well, transfers of players weren't. It felt like it was a bag of footballs and a fresh set of kit or something. It won't even be a transfer fee. So
Give me a Frodo.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you wanted your league table.
Yeah, let's have a look. Oh, there's our league ladder. Where are we?
16th.
16th. Okay, I'm alright.
Not bad. If we'd gone for Hereford, we'd be in the relegation zone. If we'd gone for Tranmere, we would be literally stone dead last.
So who did we play? So we played Wigan, and they're near the top. Southend are near the top. Aldershot mid-table, and what was the other? Torquay. They're battling relic. So it was a bit of a mixed bag. So it's not that much of a surprise that the results were a bit of a mixed bag too. So
yeah,
okay. And we started on 50k right in the coffers. Yep. So as you can see in our calculator at the bottom of the screen, we've made a bit of money.
Yeah,
so that's
and
good.
that is completely passively. We haven't done merchandise. We haven't sold any players.
Okay. The only way is up.
We haven't changed our ticket prices.
Oh,
we
yes.
haven't built our stadium.
Yeah.
Like there are so many things that you'll be able to do to increase that price.
Okay.
Or increase the coffers.
All right.
So I think before we wrap up here, because this will be a shorter episode, why don't we tackle the first game of the season here? That Rochdale away.
Yeah. So our first broadcast game of the season.
Yep.
Versus Rochdale, who are
10th place.
10th. Right, okay, so it's a bit of a mid-table clash to start with, but it feels very winnable. It's away, so it could be tricky, but let's see what we can do.
Yeah, so...
So in the chat, what's his face? Pack of opal fruits. Let's see if he knows what they are. Over to you, Liam. Do you know what opal fruits were?
They sound like fruit pastels.
Oh, you're close! You're very close. I might be right. I think I'm right, what's his face, but they turn into Starburst.
Oh! So... Okay, one. Okay, cool. At least I was on the right track.
Yeah, absolutely. Live Cindy Corner says we demand better players. Yes, so yes, I think episode 2 is going to be recruitment.
Yeah.
So I think both staff and players will look to bring in some folks to help us out.
So we're going to open our cards here. We only got 3 this time. So we've got stamina, we've got goalie, butterfly, and nutmeg. Do we want to merge any of them together? We could make Sidewinder.
I think a couple of goalie cards are worth combining.
Yep. So let's go Sidewinder. Second win, we could make touch and go. That's one of our perks.
Yeah. Let's do it.
So that gives us plus 30 to any control event, and we draw an extra card.
Oh, nice.
And then on our first event run, we will also get an extra card from our tactical deck.
Cool. Let's do it.
So there we go. And yes, you are correct. It is Starburst. So there we go. Okay, so do we want to go back to our 4-3-3 like last time? Do we want to change it from our game against Barnet?
We won when we played 4-3-3. So, but it was a friendly against Barnet. I think let's go... I like this for now, and then we can adapt as the game goes on. Maybe at half time, if it's not going well or we want to change things up, we can.
Yeah.
So,
and I think we want to surprise them a little bit because they're at home. They're a bit higher up on the table, so I think we go push up straight from the off.
It's going to be a challenge because you can see the ratings of the players for the other team on the other side for Rochdale, and they're a bit higher than ours. So we're
what's his face is on my level, right? He wants to get an early one, nick it early.
Well, the big thing as well about when you score, so you keep your momentum if you score, and what that means is that all the cards that you may have played in that run to score a goal, you get your cards back. So, yeah, so there's a huge benefit if you can get that attack in and score a goal early on.
And there we go. We've survived the first 27 minutes. We've got a throw in.
This feels important.
We are very high up.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's go for a wing break here. We got it. It's very nice. Not great odds.
Yeah.
Admittedly.
I feel like we want to avoid the loose ball. So, and like we said, getting ahead early, being able to build momentum and keep our cards could be important. So, let's see if we can make this work. Loose ball.
Got the loose ball.
But there's still
40% chance of a second ball. We could go precise passing or dictate, or we can go our touch and go. We could use that very early on.
I think because there's a risk here of losing the ball from clearance, I think touch and go to get that up to a solid 70% feels like a useful move.
And we'll get an extra card here as well. They got we got the second ball, which is good. We actually That is really nice.
Yeah.
That was actually a really, really good pull. I think we just straight use it. Go
46%
chance of a long shot.
Oh!
Intercepted. Oh,
It's a shame. So and then we lose those cards.
yeah,
so
we've lost them.
there's the risk and reward. There's the kind of things you have to consider once you're playing this game. So they're on the ball now.
They're on the board. They've got a free kick. It auto progressed because we don't have any cards that we could have played at the time.
Yeah.
So we're now on a long ball. The only card we can play is stamina. Do we really want to play a stamina card this early?
Maybe not right now.
Probably not.
Yep. Up to the target man.
Up to the target man. It's not great. Oh, we fouled him.
Okay. Direct free
They got a
kick.
direct free kick.
Nothing we can do.
It's very central.
Yeah.
Very, very central.
Let's go. It's nearly half time. Just give me to half time. Just hold out to half time. Okay.
Oh, there's a 74% chance of a long shot. Oh no. Do we want to use a goalkeeper card?
I think so.
I think so. I think we go high dive here. 44% chance. And he missed anyway. He's shocking. Absolute shocking.
Can hit a barn door with a banjo or whatever that phrase is. Right.
Alright, it's half time.
So we made it to half time. We're holding up well. So they're on the ball, but we're already at 70 minutes. So still a chance here of maybe stealing a point, maybe even nicking it at the end.
Go.
So we've got the Marathon Man card we could use here to try and turn things in our favour, but
I probably wouldn't.
yeah, okay. Loose ball, okay.
Loose ball, okay. We could try and go for a counter here.
I like this because we could turn this around.
We got the counter. Let's
Fantastic.
go. Let's go. Let's
Right,
go.
hang on, right, so 78 minutes. Okay, so maybe we want to think about a sub at some point if we can, but for now...
For now, we're on the counter. 72% chance of a long ball. We've
Cards
got the long ball. I think we go straight for it. We're just going to dump these cards here. We've got the target man.
Right. So Marathon Man or Tactical Deck plus 20 is a great option here.
Or we could do plus 10.
Yeah.
54% chance of a flick on, yeah?
Flick on it? Yes!
Yeah, we've got the flick on. Right, 1-on-1.
Tactical Deck or Marathon Man give us 48%.
48%. So that gives us 14 extra percent now.
Yeah. I like it. Basically half a chance of a one-on-one. I mean, it seems like this is a critical. It's nearly 10 minutes from the end. It's 0-0. We could nick this. I feel like it's a good card to play. Here we go.
46% chance of a goal. We've got to go for this. We've got to go for this. 6% chance. This is what we've been waiting for. Yeah! Let's go!
1-0 to York. 1-0 to York. Come on. Unbelievable scenes. Unbelievable scenes. The Rochdale crowd can't believe it. The underdog is in front. It's not over yet, folks.
Now we make our sub.
We
make our sub. We get Stevens on. We drop straight back. We are parking this bus.
We're on the touchline right now, just being like,
calm it.
next five.
And we did it. Let's go. That is a smash and grab.
We have indeed smash and grabbed our way out of Rochdale. Cheers for the 3 points, lads. It's 1-0.
Thank you muchly. 1-0.
The star of the show.
Let's go. Look at that. 3% and the broadcast bonus. So we actually doubled that fan sentiment. 6% from that smash and grab win. Absolute brilliant.
Strong. That's an excellent performance.
That is an absolute brilliant.
My word.
And it's telling us to do training. We will do training a little bit later on.
Yeah.
But
I'd love to have a look at the table.
Oh, look at this table. Oh, look at it. We jumped up to 11th. We went above Rochdale there. We were 6 places below.
I love that because that was we talked through that game of like tactically what are the best moves to make. We thought about with the inferior opposition here on paper. Good cliche. And so we thought about when's the right time to play our cards. We attacked it. We basically smash and grabbed at the right time, and then we sat back and we managed to get the win. Like we could have played the cards in different ways there and not got the right result. So yeah, it's all about getting the cards in your hands and then playing them at the right time. That is Nutmeg. And now we're in the top half of the table.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant, and that is a great place to leave it. So what we're gonna do now is I think. Let's get all your cliches in the chat.
Yeah.
We will show the launch trailer for the first time, the first exclusive look. We'll come back, we'll announce the winner of the giveaway, and then we'll close the show.
I think so. Yeah, I like I like that. Right, so there's all kinds of different cliches that have been. There were a few at the start, and there were a few towards the end as well. So definitely some contenders. So yeah, whichever team scores more goals usually wins, as we referenced in our in real life video. So yeah, there was some strong ones in here.
Absolutely brilliant. So we'll decide that.
Yeah.
We've got 60 seconds to decide, so it's going to be pretty quick. So let's show you this launch trailer.
Yeah.
Hello, football fans. Jim Rosenthal here, bringing you to the world of Nutmeg. Nutmeg puts you in the tracksuit of the gaffer.
The crowd is buzzing, the anticipation is palpable.
Playing cards that influence the game. Make all the key decisions on and off the pitch. Handle the training plan. Sign and sell real players. The power's in your hands.
He's good, but is he good enough? What a goal!
Create your own road to glory in Nutmeg.
Cool. Our launch trailer. I love it. I love it.
Absolutely brilliant. And the winner, drum roll please. It's high, it's wide, and it's not handsome. His face, you are the winner.
What's his face?
What's his face? You are the winner of our giveaway. Thank you so much for all your engagement. It has been absolutely brilliant. That code will be sent to your inbox.
Yep.
You're on Twitch, so I will whisper it to you
Yep.
tomorrow morning from the secret mode account. So just keep an eye on your Twitch whispers tomorrow, and I will get that code over to you.
Yes.
Promptly. 10 o'clock sharp. Again, please don't hold me to that.
So everything the folks need to know, if you've enjoyed what you've seen here with Nutmeg, if you're hyped for the launch tomorrow, here's everything that you need to know. So from today, from right now, basically, you'll be starting to see more content go live from other creators across here on Twitch and YouTube, but elsewhere as well. You'll see reviews start to come in for the game as well. So we'll be sharing loads of stuff across our official channels on Secret Mode and Nutmeg 2. So that's the rest of our day, basically, is going to be sitting at our PCs just watching all these reviews come through. Tomorrow from 10 a.m. UK is when we'll be beginning the process of putting the game live. So sometime shortly after that, everything going well, it will be live on Steam. Nutmeg will be available for you to play, and our winner, what's his face, will have that code that they can play as well.
Exactly.
So yes. So but even if you want to have a bit of a taster before launch tomorrow, the demo is also available right now on Steam. So you want to check that out as well. So brilliant. We've got our winner of our competition. We want to give a quick shout out as well to Pieface, one of a creator that we're working with Nutmeg. They'll be going live tonight over on Twitch. So check out Pieface's stream at 8 p.m. UK time. And they'll be showing off Nutmeg and see what they think about it as well. I'd love to see if they can get progress enough to be in charge of Plymouth and then see how they do.
That's going to be their goal. Their goal's 100%.
As a fellow Plymouthian, as a fellow Argyle fan, I can't wait to see how that goes. So yeah, look out for that, but look out for loads more. Second Yellow Card, I think, is another creator that's going live tomorrow. So there'll be loads you can check out. And they'll be going into more detail about some of the features that we touched on here, like transfers and contracts, all that kind of club management stuff. But we plan to be back every week for the foreseeable with this save, which we've put in a great position after a few games, and seeing how we can progress with our road to glory, beginning with York. So we'll see how we get on. Maybe next episode is, like we said, recruitment, transfers, staff, and making use of some of this moolah that we've got in the coffers.
Yep, and making you feel even more old.
Yeah, we will get. I mean, no, plenty of that is coming.
So thank you all so much for watching. I also want to give a massive shout out to all of the people in the community that have helped us throughout Nutmeg's cycle so far. Yeah. So the demo feedback, our VIP playtesters. I could honestly spend hours talking to you all about the things that have changed. Even literally last week, the developers did a full overhaul of the tutorial based on the feedback that we got from the demo over Steam Next Fest. And we will continue to make tweaks and tactical changes just to fine-tune the wheels through launch and beyond. So thank you all so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed Nutmeg, and we'll see you on episode 2 of The Road to Glory next Thursday at 2 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the plan.
At 2 p.m. Will we be in GMT or BST at the time?
Oh, I can't remember.
Or whatever time
the
it
clocks
is.
are going back soon.
Clocks are going back soon. So at 2 p.m. at whatever the time